Hello, this is
High Time
Jack and
Radio.
Tim from High Time Radio.
I'm Jad Stuff. This is DMA's Do I Need You Now?
Enjoy.
You're listening to Hard Time Radio.
I'm Jad Styles. This is DMA's Do I Need You Now?
Hi guys, this is High Time Radio with Tim
Daniel, James, Brooke, and Simon. And I'm here to tell you that a very fantastic news that the Pulse is safe. Thank God.
False.
Because
Good heaven.
what?
Good heavens, I mean.
Because the settlement has happened at Pulse with Darren Lyons. The Pulse isn't gonna close, which is thank goodness. And I thought I was never gonna continue with the Elvis Presley show. So, well done, you guys. Well done to all those people who have donated money to the Pulse, including my mum, because my mum has donated $100 to the Pulse, and to everybody else. So, congratulations. Yeah. Because without you, we wouldn't have the Pulse. The Pulse would have closed down if it wasn't for you, for your help, you guys. So, well done for donating to a good cause, and let's keep the programs on air for as long as we can. Now that it's off my chest, I'll give it over to James. There you go, James.
Thank you, Simon. The news says that on Friday we had a new Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, outlasting Malcolm Turnbull in a historic Parliament vote. I don't give a rat's ass about Malcolm Turnbull anymore. He just ruined the nation. Having 8 Prime Ministers is good for the country. Maybe a turnaround. And what about our Victorian state government with Liberal telling truth about Labor? Those election advertising is back and there's nowhere near the end. Australia, Victoria, if you're going to vote this year, vote with your heart and vote Liberal. It's time we get out of this. Over to you, Tim.
Thanks, James. That's what I think. The permanents are probably stab them in the back. That's probably what happened. Got more permanents to come into your head. I mean, no permanents are hopefully. But you, James?
Oh, hi. Oh, he's excellent.
Yep, and I've got a real good reason. This is Brooke Cork. I'm from High Time Radio, and I've got a real good suggestion about the Prime Minister. He couldn't be Prime Minister because Malcolm Turnbull was going to get the axe on Friday because he's done some stuff wrong with it, and he's got a new backbench for the Prime Minister, and they should act their age, and if he doesn't act his age, he's not going to get the job, and that's my opinion about it. I've got some great discussion coming up. In September the 19th, we've got the Central Disco, right, that I might be going off to. That's in Geelong, I reckon. It's from Cable, and that's coming up very, very shortly. There's a hot goss disco coming up in October, the Halloween one, right, coming up. Everyone get their costumes ready because it's going to be a fantastic night. And it goes from 6 till 9 p.m. Yep. I've got some real bad news to tell everyone. I don't reckon Geelong will make it into the grand final this year because I've got a tough opponent next week. They might be getting out of the grand final because that's my agreement because Melbourne are a good side.
You never know.
You never know. Yeah, but it was a close match on Sunday. They've got some tough games coming up.
Much better than crap Carlton.
They're down on the bottom ladder. They're out. My team's out as well, so.
And you know who's singing at the grand final, Brooke?
Don't even know that yet.
Bon Jovi.
I didn't know that.
John Bon Jovi, I've never heard of him. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Hi, I'm Jacob Chapman from High Time Radio. My song is Music Sounds Better With You by Stardust.
right, bring us back together. I feel so good. I feel right. The music sounds better with you. Love might bring us back together.
Please welcome your host.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
Hi, man, God.
Hi, I'm James.
I'm Simon.
I am Tim.
You're listening to
High
Time
Time
Radio.
How has the ban on plastic bags been working? 71% backed the ban of plastic bags, 21% disagreed, 8% were undecided. Coles has also launched a range of community bags designed by school children across Australia. The range includes $1 tote bag, $2 shoulder bag, $2.50 chiller bag, and $3 jute bag. A portion of the sales of the cleanup bags will be donated to Clean Up Australia, Leo Apple Extra, Say Goodbye and Guide Dogs Australia.
Did you know, Tim, there's 11% of household waste in plastic, 40% which is plastic bottles. Did you know that?
No.
Me neither. That's a fact. Where does it go? To the ocean? Sad. There's also 13 billion plastic bottles are disposed each year. What does that tell you, Tim? The worldwide cigarette-littered disgrace of littering on the ground.
Then it goes in the water.
Then it goes in the water, yeah. Correct.
Less than 5% of plastics are recycled worldwide. Currently, only 3% of plastic bags in use in Australia are recycled. Worldwide, as many as 1 trillion plastic bags are used each year, or more than 1 million bags every minute. All these bags equate to around 100 million barrels of oil. 8.7 plastic checkout bags contain enough burnt petroleum to energy to drive a car 1 kilometre.
Crazy, bad, madness.
Crazy.
Tim, what can we do with the recycling?
So we can do cycle. It's like egg cartons, cereal boxes, cardboard, some bottles, paper, cans and bottles. And we don't cycle. It's plastic bags, toys, plastic cups, batteries, hoses, and pizza boxes, air can soles and tires, and t-shirt, clothes, plants, and paper plates.
Serious.
That's a great job, Timbo.
Thank you.
Maybe put more rubbish bins and recycling bins out.
Use an electric shaver instead of disposable because they're not recyclable. Swapping out the grubber for beeswax for containers.
Good read.
What's beeswax?
Well, Tim, the beeswax are the thing that you that the honey comes off. Alright? So once the bees make honey, and the honey gets rubbed onto beeswax and then put into jars for the shoppers to shop for and put in the shops, then they take it all home and eat it. The wax is actually put together, and that's all I know about it.
But your information, Simon.
Yes, I have got information. Every year we make enough plastic film to shrink wrap the state of Texas. 25 recycled PET bottles can be used to make an adult's fleece jacket. 13 billion plastic bags are issued each year, for an average of 300% adult per year. This is one of the solutions, Tim. Always take your own shopping bags to the supermarket or shops. Jacob, have you got any information for us?
Swapping plastic toothbrushes for a bamboo toothbrush will be a good one. And my other fact was 1 million sea mammals and reptiles are killed each year of consuming plastic in the ocean. And there's a lot of plastic in the ocean that looks like jellyfish, for instance, to look like jellyfish.
Yeah.
Have you seen an animal eating plastic before?
No.
Because I have. I've seen a seagull eating a McDonald's French fries packet. And it's cardboard, but it's not plastic.
But we saw like crows searching through the bins for the plastic.
Yeah. And they should also recycle old plastic children's toys. And don't throw away phones.
What do you do with the old mobile phones?
You can also keep it or give it to the post office.
Okay. Grow your own fresh herbs and salad leaves almost always come wrapped in plastic at the supermarket. Try growing your own herbs and salad leaves at home to enjoy fresh greens when you want. Or get to the farmer's market or bulk food store. It really is a lovely weekend ritual to get along to the local farmer's market, where you find farm fresh produce with no plastic packaging that's come straight out of the dirt and into the farmer's van. To you, another plastic-free grocery store is a bulk food store. To get there, check out the Scoop warehouse or Naked Food near you. Or Coles or Woolworths or Aldi or IGA, whatever. Oh, it all fits help get Australian farmers back on their feet. Can I have a lie down now?
係啊，你咪日日日話寫條舊有樣，我就識到又話一趴。
But I've all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were, and the scars or how she got them. As the telling signs of age rain down, a single tear is dropping through the valleys of an aging face that this world has forgotten. So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out? 'Cause I don't know. That's when she said, I don't hate you, but I just wanna save you while there's still something left to say. That's when I told her I love you, girl, but I'm not the answer for the questions that you still have. Whoa, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Whoa, I don't hate you.
Hi, I'm James Stiles, and we're talking about the Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation, Australia's first commercial radio network disaster. Australian commercial radio's stream of attempted new formats and networking between major capital cities with hardly any success since the mid-1980s has one thing to blame. FM radio swallowed almost all the music from the AM band. However, in 1986, the very first attempt at networking commercial stations in Australia began with Kerry Packer, owner of the Consolidated Media Press, who also owned the number 19 network at the time, created the Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation. It was a radio network connecting 2UE in Sydney and 3AK in Melbourne. The new CBC network proved to be a challenge against the more powerful talkback stations 2GB and 3AW, both owned by Macquarie Radio, which is now Macquarie Media. While the once top-rating beautiful music station 3AK hosted Breakfast with John Blackman relayed to Sydney, 2UE did the rest of the day's schedule back to Melbourne. However, the results of CBC's rating shares were disastrous, and 6 months after the network's launch, the 2UE-3AK partnership was split. 2UE continued to dominate the news talk scene in Sydney for the next 2 decades, but once John Laws left the station in 2007, it spelled the beginning of the end, as it lost ratings to its now sister station 2GB. And finally, in September 2016, 2UE became Talking Lifestyle 954, which bombed in the ratings and became Macquarie Sports Radio in March 2018. 3AK, however, didn't do any better. The guide became increasingly difficult after the CBC failure, with a conversion to 101.1 FM, which aborted when Alan Bod didn't come up with the cash. 3TT took the frequency instead. The 90s were tougher for the station, with Italian language returned to beautiful music and was the sister station to 3AW for a while, before new ownership laws forced Southern Cross Broadcasting to sell the station to Fusion Media and became a lifestyle format. By late 2000, 3AK's weak 1503 signal meant they had to relocate to 1116, which became a news talk station again. But despite the move, ratings still didn't improve, and in late 2003, the station's 1116 frequency was bought out by a new company, Sports Entertainment Network, now known as 1116 SEN, Melbourne's home of sport. The legacy of CBC may not have a last effect on 2UE and 3AK and survival, but the memories live on to this day.
Good read.
I'm Angus Panita. Welcome, high time, radio. It Angus and Borgan, time and Daigid. And Lindy and Dan and Dita Dimpan Hookie Gat Man.
Working hard to make a living, bringing shelter from the rain. My father's son left to carry on blue denim in his veins.
Said Oging God man it Timmy Ban and Timmy Ban by Hannah Gun Final at the Ford Bowl and the Timmy Ban and the DV movie upped it Simon died. Dad, I had the Timmy Ban and the DV in October. David.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hey.
Hi.
I've got.
Hi.
Wait, I've got a question. I've got an actual question about Jimmy Barnes. When was he actually born?
I don't know, born.
Yeah. When was he born?
Do you enjoy this song?
I doing anything. Timmy Ban, no, done a bottom.
Even on the, what's the name?
Would you
On the TV.
Would you enjoy it at the grand final if he sang?
Will you sing along with him?
Yes.
Have you been to any? Have you been to any of his concerts?
Yes.
How many concerts have you been to?
Simon.
How many?
Only
Only one. What concert was it?
in Dylan in the cathedral.
Oh yeah.
It's Simon, my friend. Simon and me and Ingrid go to Timmy Ban.
Yeah.
That lad mother go.
Was it good?
It Timmy Ban the good and the doggy about the life.
The life of you.
Like in the movie on the TV.
What do you enjoy about this song? By John, not John Farnham.
Jimmy Barnes.
Wrong name. I get it wrong. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy
I don't know
Barnes.
when he was born.
I don't know.
You should ask Agnes.
Jimmy Barnes, we're talking
No,
about.
it's Simon. No, Simon.
I know when he was born.
Simon and I born.
Angus, I know when he was born. 1956. He was born.
Yeah,
Scotland.
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 Yeah. Scotland.
So how?
Yes.
So how did you get into Jimmy Barnes then?
Simon gave me a ticket. Oh,
But how did you actually know those Jimmy Barnes?
Simon told me. Simon hung me up. They Timmy Ban.
Is that your favourite song?
Yeah.
Is that your favourite song?
Yes. I gotta buy it anytime. My buy it.
If you go to a party, would you dance along to it?
Yes. And
I can imagine you dancing to the.
With the disco lights.
yeah, disco night and Friday night at Tinto. It's Simon
Has
and
he
me.
got a guitar? Has he got
Maybe it's a bass guitar.
a bass guitar?
bass
Has he
guitar.
got bass guitar?
No, I don't know.
I'll check on the AFL Grand Final for you. We'll watch it.
Yeah, kind of final. I not that pick up the lung and I did it. Anyway, I like a the lung.
What a shame Geelong's not in it.
Oh,
You think it's going to win the grand final? The Magpies or the Tigers?
It's a man.
Too bad.
Richmond. Good on you.
Maybe it's a man on the mobile.
The New Zealand sheep.
No, the New Zealand.
I never,
I want anyone to get in there.
I never like magpie. Magpie.
Magpie's going to lose his weekend, so suffer.
I only like Isman or Morborn. My only thing my boy did him Nadine.
My team's not in.
Warborn.
My team's not in.
Walter's not in either.
Brisbane Lions not in.
Biddy
The cat's not.
No,
Walter's not
I
in.
don't know. Did it. Tan van hem door tan hard.
Well, there's no need to analyze this kind of emotion, 'cause it comes naturally. A simple case of feeling love and devotion. So tell me tenderly, I wanna give my life to you. I wanna feel my blood run through you. And oh, I wanna touch you. Over again. We've got two strong hearts. We stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts. Reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Running free. Running free. I feel there's no need for compromising my reputation. When you lead me astray, I'm proud to be a part of this fascination. When I hear you say, I wanna be there to guide you. I'm gonna feel my love inside you, and oh, I wanna touch you. Over and over again. We've got two strong hearts. We stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts. Reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Running We've got two strong hearts. We stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts. Reaching out forever like a river to the sea. We've got two strong hearts. We stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts. Reaching out forever like a river to the sea. Running free. Two strong hearts. We stick together like the honey and the bee. You and me, we've got two strong hearts. Reaching out forever like a river to the sea. You and me, we've got two strong hearts. We stick together like the honey and the bee.
This is Tim Jasper. This is my second song, Favorite Nations, The Setup.
It's a setup, it's a setup, there's oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's a trailer, there's a moat, it's a piece of time. Oh, bound to break, get your beat. No, we won't fall. We got to get on the ground. No, we won't fall. No, we won't fall. No, we won't fall. No, we won't fall. No, we won't It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's oh, it's
It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's a it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's a trailer, there's a moat, it's a piece of time. Bound to break and get your beat. No, no, we won't, won't. We got to get on. No, no, we won't, won't. It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's a trailer, there's a moat, it's a piece of time. Bound to break and get your beat. No, no, we won't, won't. We got to get on. No, no, we won't, won't. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. We got to get on the ground.
This is High Time Radio. This is Brooke Cook, and I want to sing Lost in Matilda. Please.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. He sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up rode the troopers, 1, 2, 3. With the jolly jumbuck that you got in your tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. With the jolly jumbuck that you got in your tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing, you scoundrel, with me. Up jumped the swagman, sprang into the billabong. You'll never take me alive, said he. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. His ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with everybody. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. His ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
The next song is one of my favorite songs. I've got all of the albums of this singer. It's Archie Roach. Unfortunately, he's not making any albums now. He's retired, but
He's retired.
Archie Roach, because Archie Roach is an Aboriginal singer, if you don't know. But he's been around for many, many years, and he's made 10 albums, but now he's retired, unfortunately, partly because of his health problems and his kidney problems and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, and his...
How did you get into Archie Roach?
How did I get into Archie Roach? Well, when I first came down to Karingal, I had a friend called Tim, who was an amazing man, and he had a beard, and he was a Archie Roach fan himself, and he set me on the challenge of getting all the albums of Archie Roach together for myself. So what he did was he copied for me one of his albums called Jammu Dreaming, which was his second album, and he said, "Here, Simon, have a listen to this. You might like his music, this man's music, and if you like this man's music, why don't you get his albums for yourself?" I said, "Yeah, Tim, that's a bit of a challenge, but I'll see what I can do." So I listened to the album, and it just captured me, just captured me, the whole thing. And he also told me a bit of information about Archie Roach, so I could tell people. And this song is basically from his 9th album, Into the Bloodstream. It's basically the title track, Into the Bloodstream. So here it is about his cancer and everything. So enjoy this. You're listening to High Time Radio. Bye for now.
For my body is like this land, and this land's the same, and the heartbeat keeps on pumping. Oh, sweet precious life through your veins into the bloodstream, into the bloodstream, oh, into the blood, into the blood, into the bloodstream. Oh yeah, where the river is like my veins, carrying sweet precious life to the muscles and the brain. Where the heartbeat begins to wane. Better pray, better pray, better pray, pray for rain into the bloodstream, into the bloodstream. Oh, into the blood, into the blood, into the bloodstream. Oh Any river is deep and wide, and no matter where I go or where I've been, it's deep down inside.
This is Tim Jasper. This is Hard Time Radio. You listen to Carl Loggins with Changes on Hope You Enjoy it.
Okay, thank you, John. This is Simon Butler, and I'm going to introduce for you Archie Roach, Into the Bloodstream, and Chad Morgan with The Cat Came Back. So here they are. Chad Morgan first with The Cat Came Back, and then we'll play Archie Roach, Into the Bloodstream. And I chose these songs because I love these songs.
Now old Mr. Johnson had worries of his own. He had an old yellow cat that wouldn't leave home. Tried everything he knew to do to keep the cat away. Even took him up to Kakadu and told him there to stay. But the cat came back. Very next day the old cat came back. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He wouldn't stay away. Now this cat was a terror, so they thought it would be best to give him to a fella who was going out west. Train ran around a curve and it hit a broken rail. Not a blessed soul aboard the train lived to tell the tale, but the cat came back. Very next day the old cat came back. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He wouldn't stay away. So they threw him in the kennel where the dog was asleep, and the bones of cats lay piled in a heap. That kennel burst open and the dog ran outside, his ears chewed off and holes in his hide, but the cat came back. The very next day the old cat came back. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He wouldn't stay away. Oh, they snuck into the shop when the butcher wasn't round, and they threw him in the mincer where the meat was ground. The old cat disappeared with a terrible shriek, and the town's mincemeat tasted furry for a week. But the cat came back. The very next day the old cat came back. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He wouldn't stay away. Now the farmer on the corner said he'd shoot the cat on sight, so he loaded up his gun with nails and dynamite. He waited in the garden till the cat came around. 7 little pieces of the man was all they found, but the cat came back. The very next day the old cat came back. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He wouldn't stay away. So they put him on a rocket ship headed for the stars. Got a message back saying landed up on Mars. Said the men were doing fine and the monkey and the rat, but they couldn't find a trace of the old yellow cat, and the cat turned up. The very next day the old cat came home. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He wouldn't stay away. No, he wouldn't stay away.
So I enjoyed that.
So how long ago was it released?
Oh, I don't know, but it's a very funny song actually. I remember singing it with my friend Bill Bradbury on the guitar, but I didn't discover it. I just heard it from Bill Bradbury, my friend, on the guitar, and so I didn't discover it. But
is this your favourite song?
Yes, it has been my favourite song for many, many years. I still like it.
So how long have you discovered this song for?
Well, I didn't discover it. I said I just heard it and sang it with my friend Bill Bradbury. I didn't discover it, but yeah.
Did you love the song though? Did you love it?
I loved it. As a kid. It's always been one of my favourites since I was a boy.
How do you find out the name of that band?
Well, it's not a band. It's actually a singer called Chad Morgan.
Who is Chad Morgan?
Chad Morgan is a country and western singer. He's an Australian country and western singer. He must be in his 80s by now, but he's been around for a long time, and he plays the guitar.
So how old was he when he started it?
Oh, I don't know. Probably when he was a child.
Is he alive or dead?
I think he's still alive. I wouldn't know, but I think he's still alive. I think he must be in his 80s by now.
I'll pass it to Jacob.
I don't really know about him, but I think he's interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
Good song, by the way.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Jacob Chapman from High Time Radio. This is a song called Clocks by Coldplay. Enjoy.
Lights go out in a
Clock Clock, and this is my second song, Thriller from Michael Jackson.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause there's this thin night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's there. Thriller night, you're fighting for your life inside a caterpillar.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
I'm gonna do it tonight,
The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver.